Gotcha Girl here. So I'm just gonna go play the
It's
TCG
been getting quite
invitation
busy,
game.
isn't it?
Still, I'm gonna continue with our conquest. So let's just head to Cat's Tail. Cat's Tail. Oh, where Fiona is. Genius Invocation TCG is different. Where they play. We can play there anytime. So. So here we are. So I guess we can have one mode. So I'll just go right a match letter invitation. So let's see. Let's ask anyone who wants to play. Those were their genius invitation. So let's just wait for it. Oh, let's find anyone we can invite to play. That's Lawrence. Oh, man, I should have done. According to the knight etiquette, what is the proper form to address them? Is it speaking to honor and yes. Last question. Let's see. Master. Okay, I've done that. Now I need to buy anyone else there. Where is it? I can ask anyone to play with me.
Star Snatch Clip is known for its views.
Really? Oh, he wants to play TCG.
There's a strange marker in your movement.
Okay, let's see where I'm interested. Oh, here. Maybe if I can. Oh. Okay, so this is it. Okay, this is my deck. So, confirm.
Let's go.
Okay, so my first attack. Okay, Pyro Cryo. Then we roll them. Oh, that's it. Well, my first turn is. Yeah, got one. Now the opponent's turn. Oh, I know. My turn.
Ready when you are.
Oh, forgot the cost. Let's see.
Let's go.
Oh. Yeah. Now then. Okay, so ending. Yes. Now then, let me end my round. Now I got 2 cards. So let's head to the turn for Pyro and oh, 2 animal. Oh, zapped. Now then, a big impact and boom, that's how you do that. Now then,
I want to help.
maybe if I can use animal for my chance. Yes. Okay, let me end my round again. So, round 3. Wait, I need to reroll. Oh.
Ready when you are.
Then I'll attack. Ow. Now. My turn. Now then. Freeze it. that.
Let's go.
Nothing. Fire attack? Yes! Is that Marjorie? Nothing. Okay, that's good. I just connected the story. So let's move on to the Arkham quest. So let me just teleport there. Okay, so off to Sumeru, and here we are. So this is the correct time traveling. We're gonna teleport away to Sumeru. So okay, here we are at Ganarville. So let's resonate with Denver. Now then, to Sumeru City. And Gotcha Girl here. So I'm just gonna go play the TCG
It's been getting quite busy
game.
recently.
Still, I'm gonna continue with the Arkham quest. So let's just head to Cat's Tail. Let's know. Oh, where Diona is. Genius Invocation TCG is different. Where they play. We can play there anytime. So here we are. So I guess you can have it all made. So I'll just go right oh, a match letter invitation. So let's see. Let's ask anyone who wants to play. This is their genius invitation. So let's just wait for it. let's find anyone we can go to play. Oh, that's Lawrence. Man, I should have done. According to the night etiquette, what is the proper form to address them? Is it speaking to honor and yes. Last question. Let's see. Master. Okay, I've done that. Now then, to find anyone who wants to play. Where is it? I can ask anyone to play with me.
Star Snatch Clues no plenty is.
Yuri. What about Margaret? Anna. Anyone who wants to play GCG?
You heard? There's a strange wanderer in your wolfendom.
Okay. Let's see where I'm interested. Oh, here. Maybe if I can. Oh. Okay, so this is it. Okay, this is my deck. So, confirm.
Let's go.
Okay, so my first attack. Okay, Pyro Cryo. Then we roll them. That's it. Well, my first turn is yeah, gotcha. The opponent's turn. Oh, I missed. My turn.
Ready when you are.
Oh, forgot the cost. Let's see.
Let's go.
Oh. Now then. Okay, so. Yes. Now then, let me end my round. Now, I got 2 cards. So let's head to the turn. 4 pyro and oh, 2 animal. Oh, zapped. Now then, a big impact and boom, that's how you do that. Now then,
I want to help.
maybe if I can use animal for my chance. Yes. Okay, let me end my round again. So, round 3. Wait, I need to reroll. Oh.
Ready when you are.
Yes. Then I'll attack. Ow. Now. My turn. Now then. Brings it.
Free.
Yes. Take that.
Let's go.
Now then. Fire attack? Yes! Ain't that Marjorie? Now then. Okay, that's good. I just want to forward. So let's move on to the Arkham Quest. So let me just teleport in. Okay, so off to Sumeru and here we are. So this is the correct time traveling. We're gonna teleport away to Sumeru. So okay, here we are at Ganarville. So let's resonate with Denver. Okay. Amenoma Togo. So Anemo Togo is somewhere at Inazuma. That's where he. That's where he do some forging ores. So, in case, I'm keeping my Genjo if anything happens, but in the change of plan, let me just go resonate my Electro right in Rito, the statue of the Seven of the Electro. So, let's just resonate with Electro first. So let's head to the fortunes.
I've been to the outside world before. I wonder what's on the other side of the ocean.
There sure are a lot more Outlanders than this
Inazuma. So let's ask Togo. Oh.
We made it to Amanoma Smithy.
Yeah.
Ah, it's been a while.
Pardon me, I'd like to ask a question if I may.
Of course. Go ahead.
Could you tell me the story one more time?
Oh. Now there's a question I wasn't expecting. Very well. I'll tell you what I know once more. The once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of 5 branches. Amenoma, Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume, and Senju. The art of forging practiced by these 5 clans was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Over time, the 5 branches diverged from one another as generations of bladesmiths honed and perfected their craft until they became 5 distinct traditions. Most of the great swordsmith clans of old have since fallen into decline, and for a long time, only the Amenoma branch kept its art alive.
Oh.
But fortunately, Kaede Harakazuha recently
lovely.
returned to Inazuma and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, 2 clans remain of the original Gokuden 5. If my memory serves me right, you yourself were present when he forged the Ishin blade.
Oh, yeah, we were. Paimon remembers that now.
Oh.
We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then, too. It seems like such a shame.
Was there a reason behind the decline?
That, my friends, is a tragic tale indeed. In fact, this was not made known to me for most of my life. All these years, I knew of those great clans' demise, but never the cause. Only recently, when the question was on my mind, did I ask Kaede Harakazuha about this. He told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokunen, it was right that I should know the truth. There is no harm in telling you, but I must warn you. It is a dark and sorrowful tale.
Oh.
The Raiden Gokiden were the targets of a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
Vengeful? Why?
Could that be?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace. One brave swordsmith heard the commotion and chose not to flee, but he rushed to the scene, hoping to prevent a disaster.
Oh.
Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day, and overseeing it was the armory officer. His surname was Niwa, though he had family ties to the Kaedehara clan.
Niwa?
Knowing that they had just one chance to
that's
save
him
countless
from the
lives,
flashback.
Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but neither of them made it out. The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. His orphan son was
So
left to
that's
fend
when
for
the
himself
killed
and
him.
grew up deeply resentful at the world. In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the almighty shogun for her apparent indifference towards his father's death, and he hated everyone who had done nothing to try and save him. Powerless and destitute, the only legacy he had to pass on to his children was his hatred. Generation after generation bore this grudge, living in utter misery. Alas, if only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, the thin head of this family reached the end of his wits. He could bear their fate no longer, and yet he could do nothing to change it. Finally, he made a drastic decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokiden. In doing so, he sought to vent his pent-up anger and shake the very foundations of Inazuma's forging industry. In his fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan which he belonged to. His goal was absolute, the devastation of all of the Raiden Gokiden.
Oh.
But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. He failed to catch them unawares. They fought back fiercely, and they did not spare his life. That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day. I suppose they were the lucky ones, under the dire circumstances.
Oh. The legend of the Raiden Goken has changed. Someone else attacked the swordsmith. It looked like the Balladeer did something in Erminsul, but it seems Niwa still died.
Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Have you seen Kazuha recently?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact. We spoke for a while over some tea. He seemed well.
Oh. Phew. So he still exists. And he's the same Kazuha I know. Things don't seem as bad as I feared last night. That's all. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too, right? Your expression says it all. You can't hide anything from Paimon.
Oh.
On to the next stop. Lead the way, traveler. Paimon will be right behind you.
So let's go to the Yashiro Commission to know about everything.
Naganohara's fireworks.
Let's ask the Yashiro Commission around.
I still think we should change it. This party's a bit boring.
The Yashiro Commission is way over there. So let's ask somebody within the Yashiro Commission.
We're here! This is the Yashiro Commission's headquarters, so...
Traveler! It's been a while.
Hello.
If you're looking for the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid your timing is unfortunate. They're not here right now.
Are they out on business?
The Commissioner is out on business, and Miss Kamisato is standing in for some meetings in the Commissioner's place. If it's urgent, you're welcome to wait inside until they get back.
What do you think? Shall we go in?
Thank you. We'll take you up on that offer. Can we take a walk in the courtyard?
If it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it. But seeing as you're so close with the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I think it should be okay.
We'll be heading in then. Thanks!
Hello,
Who
dears.
there?
Is there something you want to say?
Ma'am, can I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course, traveler. Yes, I know who you are. Miss Kamisato has told me about you. What would you like to know?
How are the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato these days?
Oh, they're both very well indeed. Lately, Miss Kamisato has been rather busy attending all kinds of meetings and occasionally paying visits to some local organizations on the Commissioner's behalf. As for the Commissioner himself, well, you know, busy as ever. That much hasn't changed. Although he does seem to be in a rather good mood these days.
So pretty much business as usual in the Yashiro Commission, huh?
Very much so.
Ayato is still the Yashiro Commissioner. Ayaka's still the leader of the house. No changes there. As far as I can see, nothing changed in the Yashiro Commission either. I was expecting as much, but it's still a big relief to know that Kamisato's siblings are both safe and well.
Well, got any more questions?
That's all for now. Many thanks.
You're very welcome. In fact, I would love nothing more than for you to come and visit more often. But I'm sure you must be far too busy to have time for that. Miss Kamisato talks about you all the time. She seems so thrilled to have you as a friend, and she's always saying how talented you are and how much she admires you. I must say, many things in Inazuma seem to have taken a turn for the better since you arrived here. So you're not just Miss Kamisato's knight in shining armor, you know. You're a hero to us all.
Oh, so she's a hero to Inazuma. I'm flattered.
I mean it. Whenever the Commissioner dines at home, Toma always joins him. I always find myself at my most relaxed when I'm serving the two of them and listening to them chat away. The Commissioner has such a busy schedule that he doesn't always have the chance to take his meals at home. But given the opportunity, he always prefers to dine here. They say it's because Toma is a much better chef than most. Oh, the Commissioner is so fond of home comforts. They get to talking about you sometimes too, you know. Always with a very fond tone. The way one would talk about dear old friends around whom one can truly be themselves.
Like so, Lumi
Miss
is the hero
Kamisato
to
occasionally
all
joins them as well. Whenever the whole family gets together and they start talking about people they've met and experiences they've had, you always get a mention. It's been many years now since the late Mr. and Mrs. Kamisato passed away. Much has happened in the Kamisato clan in that time. As someone who is old and gray enough to have watched their son and daughter grow up, it makes me so happy to see them meet a dependable friend whose company they enjoy so much.
Yeah, that's a long
So,
speech.
in the future, if you ever do have the time, please know you are always very welcome at the Yashiro Commission headquarters. There will always be at least one old lady who would be delighted to have the pleasure of your company.
Thank you. The people of the Kamisato clan are very dear friends to me.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Paimon likes it here too. Also, you were saying something about the food here being really great. Paimon's itching to try it. We may just have to invite ourselves around for dinner sometime. Paimon meant we should come pay a visit again real soon.
Yeah, we'll just have to
Ideally
consider
around
that.
dinner time.
Of course. You're always welcome.
Alright, goodbye for now. Where are we going next?
Tatarasuna.
Great! Goodbye, ma'am. Don't worry, we'll see ourselves out.
All right, then. Take care now. Hope to see you soon.
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Yeah, we are.
Yep, everything's taken care of now. Don't worry.
Very well. Safe travels. Goodbye.
Okay. Let's head to Tatarasuna. So, let's head there. Let's head to our quest. Well, if the valley did really cause some strange effects in the past, if for one, we need to figure out how did the valley work in the process. So, I'll be the first here. Be careful of those. My game has a good, let's take some berries. A sweet fly. And there's something on the bottom. Let's glide and drop. Glide and drop. And fall down. Let's stop. And let's head to this mark. Let's head to the ground as our heads. And it has a lot of tiny problems. So it's a long way down. So
What should we eat first?
I have a nagging feeling like there's something I'm missing. Something important that I am forgetting.
Hey, are you gonna answer or what?
Sorry, it's just, give me a minute. I'm still processing.
Alright, whatever you want. Well, Paimon will be right here when you figured stuff out. Then we can get something to eat.
Oh. Come on, Blaine. Let's dig this out. It's gotta be in there somewhere. It was something about Unisol and Delivio oneself. Greater Lord Devata, Forbidden Knowledge, Nahida.
What is it? Have you figured it all out?
What is it, Lamine? You thought of something? Yes, that's it. Greater Lord Devata. She said that no one can erase themselves from existence, not even her. Otherwise, why would she need to create her own reincarnation unless the Lord Kusanali to do the deletion for her? There would be no point.
Why'd you jump up all of a sudden?
No, I can't tell Paimon. She doesn't know about Greater Lord Devata. But there is a crucially important detail. It's simply not possible for the balladeer to completely erase his own existence. In which case, the question is, what happened to him?
Excuse me, boss. There seems to be
Hey,
a
who's
small
that guy?
problem with the last bill.
And
Look,
he has no vision.
here.
He looks familiar. Could be... No, it could have been... The balladeer? Wait. Oh no. It could have been... No.
Hey! Hey, wait!
Wait. The balladeer?
mean me?
I know that face!
No, not you. That kid. Didn't you
I
see?
know that face
The rascal
anywhere.
grabbed my last 2 fresh Sunsetias and ran off.
That's it.
Look, if you're gonna help out here, you can't keep spacing out, okay? What is it? Work's too boring for you? Or has the big city got too many distractions?
Could have been
I wasn't
him.
paying close enough attention. Sorry, boss. I think you're right. Maybe it's the city. It's so exciting. It can be hard to focus.
Who's that guy? You know him or something?
That guy is the balladeer.
He's who?
You're a strange one, kiddo. You say you don't want any money for helping out here, and then when I actually give you some work to do, you keep letting yourself get distracted. I don't want to take advantage, so I'm happy to pay you what I'd pay anyone else. But if you keep acting like this, pretty soon I won't be able to afford to.
No, please. I mean it. You don't need to pay me anything. I'm just so thankful you agreed to take on an outsider like me.
You're welcome, I guess. But I got bigger things to worry about. Look, we're all out of Sunsetias. And I promised the lady down the street I'd deliver a fruit bowl this evening.
Leave it to me. I'll find some more. Just a moment. I'll be right back.
Like, it could have
Stop.
been the balladeer. Could have been.
I'm gonna level with you, kiddo. I've never met a worker who said they didn't want a wage before. And at first, I got greedy. Couldn't believe my luck. But I figured you'd start asking for something in return eventually. You don't want money. You don't take days off. And in your free time, all I see you do is wander around, taking in the sights. Are you a drifter or something?
He's a wanderer.
That's right, I am. We can talk more about that later. First, let me get those fruits you needed. Sunsetias, was it?
The wanderer.
I'll be right back.
Hang on, the balladeer's the
What do we
wanderer.
do now?
Let's follow him.
Okay, stay out of sight. Don't let him see you.
Okay, so let's stay out of his sight. Let's follow him so he can't follow him to run to the way.
this'll do.
Even though you say he's the balladeer, what are we planning on doing? Stealing his Sunsetias? Isn't that a bit too cruel?
Shush.
Oh, alright.
This should be enough. Guess I should wash them before I take them back.
If I wasn't seeing this with my own eyes, I would never believe it.
Huh? You two over there. Is there something I can help you with?
He spotted us!
You've been following me all the way from the city. I'd have to be blind not to notice.
You're not. We were following you. You're right.
Have we
I
met
mean,
before?
you're right. We were following you. Have we met?
No, we haven't met. But you know me?
Yes.
I have no recollection.
It's complicated, but I do know you.
Are you absolutely sure?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, but I just can't take your word for it.
I can prove it. You're a puppet.
A puppet? What makes you think that? You were right! The look on his face!
It is the balladeer, Paimon. He is the balladeer.
I guess you do know me after all. That is not something I share with a lot of people. Look, I'm just a wanderer. But seeing as you've gone through all this trouble to track me down, I'm sure whatever it is must be important.
There's somewhere I want to take you.
Okay, but please let me deliver these goods to my boss first.
Are you really working for that guy? He said you don't want any more for it. Is that true?
Yes, I ran into him out in the wilderness during a storm, and he let me take shelter in his cart. In return, I said I'd be his helper for a while.
Oh, that's that.
That's oddly nice of you.
Very
Let me take these back.
strangely nice.
Then I'll come with you, okay?
All right.
Then let's return to the city.
To the grandma store we go to do those groceries.
You go, boss. I'll leave them right here.
Oh, you really went and picked some more. Who are these two?
Something's come up, and they need to borrow me. Sorry, boss. I'm afraid I'll be away from the stall for a while.
Yeah.
I was just about to pay you
That's Trevor
anyway.
and Paimon.
Go wherever you want, kid. Don't waste your time here.
What?
I get it, okay? You just wanted to help me out, to thank me for giving you shelter from the rain that day. Even then, I don't understand why you're so adamant that you don't want any pay for it. But look, it was pouring down, and there you were, sauntering along without a care in the world, like you had nowhere to be and didn't even care that it was raining. Imagine you were me for a second. It's a little weird, right? Why is this guy traveling during a rainstorm if he's not trying to get somewhere? And why is he taking a shortcut through the open country if he's not even in a hurry? But anyway, taking you in didn't put me out even slightly. You don't owe me a thing for it. Certainly not all this. Your time is valuable. You know, you should go live your life.
But I don't...
Just come on, Wanderer. I mean, Balladeer.
No, you're right. Then I suppose this is where we say goodbye. Thank you again for taking me into the city.
Don't mention it, kiddo. I've run into all kinds of characters over the years. I just hope you find your path.
Thank you. All right, done. Thanks for waiting for me. We can go now.
So, let's head to the central city center. Let's talk. Let's talk to Nahida about this wanderer. I mean, the Balladeer.
Nahida! Nahida! What's wrong? Huh? Are you?
Hello. I do apologize for the sudden intrusion.
Oh,
We found this guy in the street, but he doesn't seem to remember anything. So, yeah, quite an eventful walk. You say that you are trekking across Teyvat to train yourself. Many other Inazumans who describe themselves in this way call themselves Shugenja. Why do you refer to yourself as a wanderer?
Well, it seems more relevant in my case. To me, it sounds like a plant with no roots.
yeah.
But these two claim that they know me, and that I have a hidden past unknown even to myself.
I wouldn't call it the past, but rather... this is a difficult one to explain. I don't like to rely on using terms like this often, but in your case, it seems that it ought to be called previous incarnation. Oh, like a past life or something? Yes, something far more distant than the past. So far away that you cannot perceive it.
Okay, I have to ask. What was I like in my previous incarnation?
The incarnation is...
Oh, okay. I see. You want to tell me, but you can't bring yourselves to say it. Looks like I didn't have the most wonderful existence in my previous incarnation.
We're just trying to think where you were to start.
If it's that difficult to talk about, I have no doubt it will be just as difficult to hear. But I'll be able to handle it. Please, tell me the truth.
Is truth something you care a lot about?
Yes.
Then I'll be straight with you. In your previous incarnation, you did many things that would be considered evil. You nearly died because of what other people did, and many died because of you. As a non-human being, you hated gods and humans alike. You drifted from place to place, never able to settle, even where you found status and identity. You adamantly believed that you were missing a heart.
A heart of the one you love, like a child.
Actions rooted in persistence sometimes bear bitter fruit. Sometimes, you have to let parts of yourself go, or you'll never be happy.
I gave everything I had, but it barely changed history at all.
What is it?
In terms of the outcome alone, that's true.
I don't think I can judge everything I've heard purely in terms of right and wrong. Each choice a person makes belongs to a specific place and time, a chain of cause and effect, a cycle of karma and consequence.
That's causing their
That
head.
is the nature of truth. If one thing is right, its opposite must be wrong. And yet, dichotomies like this are not enough to explain the world in all of its complexity.
Yeah,
It
that's right.
seems like my previous incarnation wasn't the most likable individual.
We're not trying to hurt your feelings or anything, but yeah, we weren't your biggest fans.
We were each other's enemies.
If we were enemies, why are you trying to help me find the truth?
Huh?
This is so frustrating! This guy's supposed to be our arch enemy, but now he's just some random stranger we met on the street! He's got so much to answer for, but we can't make him talk because he doesn't remember anything. What a weird situation.
Lesser Lord Kusanali, as the god of wisdom, I trust that everything you told me must be true.
Yes, it's all true. I can even show you the memories themselves, if you're willing.
Please, I want to see them for myself. I want to experience my own transgressions.
Yeah.
Even though it will cause your present self great mental anguish?
I'm just a puppet, with no heart and no name. There is nothing in this world for me to cling to fill the void within me. Except maybe these sins that can never be undone.
Very well. As you wish. Wait, shouldn't we go with him? This one's kind of on us for bringing him here.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
And I remember
Whatever
when
danger I
him
might
to the heart of
face,
the Ermine, so...
It's my burden to bear.
Traveler, could I ask you to supervise him on my behalf?
Okay.
Oh, good point. Given your, unique situation, we'd better keep an eye on you.
Understood.
Keep an eye out for the Wanderer.
Thank you. Now, prepare yourselves, everyone.
Okay. Here we go. Into the drift. Here we go. The reminiscent drift. Okay, so my setups are the Traveler and they and Yelan and Zhongli.
This looks like Inazuma.
But except in a different way.
Right Now you're in a dream I created using information extracted from your memories. These memories will show you the raw truth, but be aware that enemies may react just like in the real world.
Sounds like an immersive experience. It's a good thing we came along.
You don't need to do this for me. I don't deserve your protection.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to once, but that was your doing.
And now we're just
All
gonna
right.
finish it.
Thanks.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. In your Balladeer incarnation, this is where the Electro Archon placed you after your creation. You had a great many memories here.
Is that because this is kind of like his birthplace?
You could say that, in a sense. You'll see why shortly.
I hear footsteps.
Someone's
This
coming.
place is huge.
Katsuragi.
I can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. I wonder who built it. The Crystal Marrow Miners? No, there's no way. Look at this exquisite construction work, and so well preserved, too. No mining crew would be capable of this. There's someone passed out on the ground.
Who are you?
That's the Balladeer's voice.
You're awake. What happened? How'd you get stuck here? Are you injured? Huh. Not a scratch. And these fine clothes. Who are you?
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichiyo's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa. He found the Balladeer in Shake Pavilion and took him back to Tatarasuna.
And the rest is history. Well, it used to be.
In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed by Nagamasa.
Let me get you out of here. Our people are nearby. Hang in there.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor disguised as a
we saw the
mechanic.
memory of the
The
Balladeer.
Balladeer, then known as the Kabukimono, disappeared not long after. As the second in command at Tatarasuna, responsibility for what had happened fell to Mikoshi Nagamasa. But Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to Nagamasa after the latter had once saved his life. At Katsuragi's insistence, Nagamasa killed him to put an end to the Tatarasuna incident.
Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
Let's go.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
So let's head down. Oh, the doors are opening. And let's see what else. Open chest.
Nagamasa,
Oh.
I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a landslide. He doesn't remember his name.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabukimono.
That's fine with me.
Oh, Zach, people are
Katsuragi,
what the
report
voice?
to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
Drift. Okay, so these are my teams. This is my party team.
This looks like Inazuma.
Yeah, but in Sumeru, in the
Right
Bounteous
now, you're in
Memory.
a dream I created using information extracted from your memories. These memories will show you the raw truth, but be aware that enemies may react just like in the real world. Please be careful.
Yeah, we'll be
Sounds like an
careful.
immersive experience. It's a good thing we came along.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
You don't need to do this for me. I don't deserve your protection.
We never give up halfway. Well, we had to once, but that was your doing.
And now we're just finishing the job.
All right. Thanks.
Wanderer, this is the Shake Pavilion. In your Balladeer incarnation, this is where the Electro Archon placed you after your creation. You had a great many memories here.
Mm-hmm.
Is that because this is kind of like his birthplace?
And that's where he was created by the Electro
Could say
Archon.
that, in a sense. You'll see why shortly.
I hear footsteps.
This place is huge. I can't believe the landslide didn't fill it in. I wonder who built it. The Crystal Marrow Miners?
Katsuragi.
No, there's no way. Look at this exquisite construction work, and so well preserved, too. No mining crew would be capable of this. There's someone passed out on the ground.
Who are you?
That's the Balladeer's voice.
You're awake. What happened? How'd you get stuck here? Are you injured? Huh. Not a scratch. And these fine clothes. Who are you?
This man is Katsuragi, deputy to Torichiyo's adopted son, Mikoshi Nagamasa. He found the Balladeer in Shake Pavilion and took him back to Tatarasuna.
Oh.
And the rest is history. Well, it used to be. In the original version of events, Katsuragi was ultimately killed by Nagamasa.
Let me get you out of here. Our people are nearby. Hang in there.
During the Tatarasuna incident, Niwa was murdered by the doctor disguised as a mechanic. The Balladeer, then known as the Kabukimono, disappeared not long after. As the second in command at Tatarasuna, responsibility for what had happened fell to Mikoshi Nagamasa. But Katsuragi had sworn lifelong loyalty to Nagamasa after the latter had once saved his life. At Katsuragi's insistence, Nagamasa killed him to put an end to the Tatarasuna incident. Katsuragi seems like he was a good guy.
He looks like a warrior, but he has a kind face. Why couldn't he live a long and happy life?
Let's explore this place from top to bottom. And
Nagamasa, I found this young guy in a cave sealed off by a
Whoa.
landslide. He
Look at
doesn't
the
remember his
details.
name.
there are three.
Well, we need to call you something. I hear the workers are calling you the Kabuki Mono.
That's fine with me.
Katsuragi, report to Niwa. Tell him we have someone new joining us.
It starts the ladder. This is where that guy started. Oh, another door. It has a door. So let's head to the next step. sacrifice.
Stabilize.
Let's head down to the spot. A broken floor. Oh, a memory. Or is it some kind of leafy glow?
Huh? What are we doing back here?
I hear voices.
Whoa, this is where you were born? It's pretty, but there's nobody here.
A child. It's the boy
I
from.
was abandoned, like you.
It's the boy.
I lived here
that
for a while
could
at
be
first,
Mama's
but
friend.
there's nothing for us here. We can't stay.
Okay. I heard my mom and dad used to make swords, but the factory manager died. And then my dad got sick.
Oh. And that the child too. He got sick too.
He kept coughing all the time, just like me. Then Mom started coughing too.
Oh.
But you can't. You promised me.
Yup, we're family now. We're gonna be together forever and ever.
Yeah.
This child didn't have a name. Or rather, the balladeer didn't know what to call him. His father died before he could name him.
Oh.
After his mother died, the child stayed in their straw hut alone. Some of the neighbors helped to raise him. After leaving Tatarasuna, the balladeer ran into this child who didn't have a name, just like him. They made a promise to live together.
Oh.
What happened to the child then?
And the
died from
memory of
his
the
illness
balladeer was
while he was still very
died.
young.
The child
The
died.
balladeer came home one day and found that he had stopped breathing.
And he died.
Hey! What's wrong? Say something!
Oh no. Oh no 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 no.
You promised me we could be family!
You're no different from Niwa and all the others. You betrayed me too.
So that's what happened to the balladeer. And so Wanderer?
The voices have gone. It looks like the memory ends here.
Let's keep going.
And learn about more about you, Wanderer. Oh, okay.
You do realize you're blocking my path.
Oh,
I come not to obstruct you. I've been waiting.
suggestion.
Are truly is a weapon.
Are you trying to win me over?
Fated rebellion has begun. Why not take your place at the banquet and join those who shall feast? Stabilize. Let's end this quick. We'll have order.
Scatter!
Gotcha.
Incinerate!
Yes. This is it.
That's how we do it. Hello, you guys.
No excuse For such a fierce killjoy, we've only just begun.
Time for your arraignment! Motion to compel!
Gather. It's a time for a break here.
Busted.
Scatter!
Not breaking a sweat. Don't be a killjoy. Just miscalculate. This is order.
Visible evidence!
Not breaking a sweat.
Scatter! Boom!
This should be fun. Stabilize.
Incinerate!
My duty
Yes.
at an end.
This place is dark.
And scary.
Paimon knows this place.
Yeah,
It's
it's
the
the
delusion factory in Inazuma.
Yeah, we've been
In
there.
the original version of
The
events,
delusional.
the traveler once encountered the balladeer here.
What factory?
Such a
Ooh.
creepy atmosphere. And so familiar.
Huh? I remember this. It was an unsettling place.
Hey, look over there.
Huh?
Well,
The
my fair
balladeer
lady.
and Scarlet
Is
Moon.
this rundown factory
And
and,
that's
these incompetent
La
fools
Senor-
all for me?
La Senor,
Wow. You
aka
shouldn't have.
codename the Fair Lady.
What do you
And-
have to gain from belittling your
and
subordinates? You might
Rosalie.
not want to admit it,
That's
but you
her.
are a
We're
part of
beating
this
her in the
plan.
boss battle.
Perhaps you find fighting in the abyss to be a more meaningful use of your time? Oh, but of course, even this pales in comparison to being experimented on by the doctor.
Oh,
What a sharp tongue you have. Funny how negotiating never seems to be your strong suit. For the task ahead, I suggest you keep your true feelings to yourself.
Save your breath. I know what I have to do.
I'm sure you think so, but I still think you need to hear it. Don't start thinking you're invincible, and don't let your emotions get in the way.
Surely you're not worried about me.
I just can't have you getting in my way. You and Child never fail to find ways to complicate things.
I'm merely lighting a little fire in this chaotic nation. But you, being tossed out like trash, must make you want to destroy it completely. Do you remember the last time you were here? That was a lot of swordsmiths you killed. I'm sure the descendants of the Raiden Gokaden are still suffering the
yeah,
consequences
that's the
now.
balladeer from before when he should
Look
just
at
look.
you. Oh, don't get so sentimental. Now, give that poor little tongue of yours a rest and stop pretending like you're above everyone else.
Oh,
By then, see you at the victory feast.
oh.
Poor little tongue? She's playing with fire talking to me like that. Who does she think she is? Forget it. Someone might find me here any minute now. I should prepare to give them a warm welcome.
Huh?
The plot does not end here. There is more of this story to come. Wanderer, are you able to continue?
Yes. Please don't worry about me.
Why are you staring at me in silence? Can't you think of a nicer way to express yourself?
I'm under no obligation to be nice to you. Besides, I thought nothing mattered to you except results in your own interests. Isn't that right, witch?
Muddle-headed puppet. You're only number 6 because you can take more abuse than other humans. Do you really count that as an asset?
You're about as much fun to be around as a raging inferno. But before we murder each other, it'd be best if we finish our duties.
Out of my sight.
Busted.
Gather!
This is Her Majesty's Propagate!
Hands up. Time's over.
Germinate! Time for your refinement!
Stabilize!
Boom boom! You can't.
Gotcha.
Scatter!
This is order!
Yes.
There you are, eavesdropper.
Oh. The two sticks.
Over here! Propagate! Motion to compel! The merrier! Ha! Incinerate! Breath of the flame! Let me amuse myself.
I will have order! Solidify!
You really know how to get me going.
Busted.
Boom boom! Chia! Propagate!
Things are about to get dicey.
The merrier!
Oh.
Gather!
Motion to compel! The systems shine no longer.
Yes, that's how I got that. Now another memory.
Looks like we've arrived in Sumeru. Is that?
Hey,
Considering that Amorta's sage
that's the
Nafis refused to
academia
join this
research.
project, I'll take part in the experiment in his place.
Welcome.
the doctor
To a fruitful collaboration.
and the Balladeer
When do we start?
and the academia
You seem
headmaster.
impatient. You should know that becoming a god is far from a trivial affair.
The biological transformation is a lengthy process. As such, I too would recommend that
Azar,
we
the
commence
Grand
as soon as
Sage.
possible. In the event that a successful connection is established, his body will become permanently bound to the machine, and he will be unable to move independently of it.
Nothing worse than what I've been through before then, Doctor.
You were the most resilient test subject I ever came across. Thanks to you, I was able to garner a great deal of information. Alas, after that, you were under orders to remain in the abyss. We barely saw each other, and it became difficult to further refine the knowledge I had gained.
That was gracefully worded. Ever wonder what they think if they knew that nothing matters to you, apart from your crazy experiments?
I suggest you speak to me in a more
So
respectful
that's how the
tone,
doctor do it.
Scaramouche.
And the Balladeer made the
mere
robot
fact
under
of
the
your utility does not make
electronosis
you
and
indestructible.
other
Doctor
things.
again? That was uncomfortable to watch.
That person gives off a very sinister energy.
He's the doctor. He's behind all of this.
It's normal normal for him to give you the creeps. He scares the bejeebers out of Paimon.
Yeah, right.
Let's move on.
No. No, let's go back to it. No, let's go back.
You're a god. Do you think I'm evil?
Oh.
If you accept that he is you, just as you are you, then yes, you are evil.
In your eyes, are there any differences between humans and puppets?
Do you think there are any differences between your present self and your previous and future incarnations? If not, then what are the differences between humans and puppets? Whoever has tasted the joys and sorrows of life in the human realm is human. Whoever has loved and lost, cried with grief, howled with rage at the tragedy of death that eclipses the
Hey, I
miracle
know
of
this
life,
place.
they are human
This is
too.
the place where this is where I fought him when he was the false god.
I've seen enough of my past. If possible, I'd like to reclaim the sins that are mine to bear. No matter the consequences, I won't run from blame or punishment. Whatever I am due, let it come to pass.
Are you saying?
Can you return my memories to me?
Huh? But won't that mean you'll lose your current identity?
I've always believed that human lives follow a set of rules, with each person being a collection of past experiences. As a puppet living in a human world, my life is subject to the same rules.
Regaining your memories means reverting completely to your previous incarnation. All the emotions that you discarded will return to you.
Oh.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Just do it.
I've lived
You
with a
sure you
void in
wanna
my
do
chest
this,
my whole
Alexander?
life. My creator didn't need me. And ever since I awoke, I've just drifted from one place to the next. But then I met you.
Oh.
And I finally realized that reclaiming my missing sins might be my one opportunity to become my true self.
Is this the true meaning of the Greater Lord Devata word? Greater Lord Devata's words? A person can erase themselves, and even through the original balladeer has gone this person who lived on his place. A person's sins are inescapable part of their destiny too.
I've always felt I have an innate tendency to yearn for something more, in a way that goes deeper than for most people. But for all my soul searching as a Shugenja, I've never fully understood it. Looking at it now, it seems that I brought this curse upon myself. So I beg you, grant me this opportunity to gain a purpose, to change my destiny, and end my wandering.
Very well. Since your mind is made up, I will return to you that which is yours.
Oh. Okay.
You have made your decision. Now, take this.
Oh. Wanderer? You okay?
Set him free.
Provide him a shogun?
A puppet? What's he doing here?
You're a human as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah?
Everyone's here. Wonderful.
The mechanic? Is
What
he
a
a doctor?
fine blade. Nakamasa will be thrilled. This is my...
Is he alright?
That's... Hold on. Oh no, not you again! Oh no, not you, big robot again! Oh. that level on the day before. Shadow on the day. Come on. What the butterflies? Oh no, not the electro blast! I hear electro blast! Huh?
All worthless dross will be purged. That's why this won't be the end.
Wait. Oh no. Wonder. I'm animal vision. His vision. Animal vision. His hands.
Die. This is trying my patience. Have you got any more stupid questions? Feeble human! That's far enough. At my command, you shall fall. My endless cycle begins.
Let me help. Come on, Jake. Oh my god, this is...
The wind rises. Insignificant past. You dare gaze upon me? Behold, feeble human. The wind rises. Follow me.
Gotta give a little... Gotta do something.
Swan Fury, at my command, you shall fall. Know the place.
Turn to the resting place, so... Let's teleport there. Let's go to the resting visual, but I can show you the voice recording. I mean the dialogues from Xavier and Veer and from and the essay from Aquaba and Sawada. So let's head to the Dance of Destruction.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the Traveler and Paimon?
Whoops, wrong voice.
Well, here we are. But what are we looking for? Something or someone?
Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the Traveler and Paimon?
Xavier, what are you doing here?
I was in the general area, and now I'm in this specific area. There, that's me. So what about you two?
We have some questions and thought you might be able to help.
Certainly do. I've researched the furnace here in some depth. If there's anything you want to know, just ask away.
Yeah.
Like the back of my
How well do
hand.
you understand the
Make no
this area?
mistake, I have been here a good many times before. Not only that, but I've met people in Inazuma whose families used to live in Tatarasuna years ago. They said it's all true, the history here.
Go on, I'm listening.
Oh, well, it's a long story, don't you know? The tale of Tatarasuna starts a long time ago. I'm told that its history is one of the most foremost forging and smelting operations in the nation. Goes back around 1,000 years. Still, the furnace has had a couple of serious maintenance issues along the way.
A couple? When exactly?
One was just in the last few years, the other was several hundred years ago. A fun fact, I'm not the first Fontaine tech guy to come and work on it either. There was a guy back then too. They say he was a mechanic who consulted on a technology upgrade. It seems like the technological collaboration between our two nations goes back a long way. How about that?
Mechanic?
Hey, why'd you come?
Looks like the doctors still sabotage the furnace, leading to ensuing chaos.
Hey, weren't you gonna ask Xavier something about Tatarasuna? Come on, ask already.
I am.
Oh, I didn't realize you two were here for a history lesson.
Me neither. Paimon doesn't know what's gotten into this one today. Feels like we've been preparing for a history exam or something.
What brought this on? Did you just wake up today with a sudden burning desire for historical knowledge?
Pretty much. So I ask you one more?
Go ahead.
Pretty much. So can I ask one more question?
Sure, go ahead.
Have you ever heard of Kabuki Mono connected to Tatarasuna?
A Kabuki Mono? No, I can't say that I have. I do know the word, Inazuman, for those eccentric types who always go around dressed to the nines. Just the sort of person that I'd like to meet, actually. But sadly, I've never had the pleasure, nor have I come across anything to do with a Kabuki Mono where Tatarasuna is concerned.
So there's no more Kabuki Mono. Did the Balladeer really manage to release this area himself from his story completely? If so, what if he must have wanted to change the world and revert everything back to the way it was? But so far, it looks like the majority of changes have only affected itself. Thank you, Xavier.
Of course! Don't mention it.
Oh, we're leaving? Okay, bye, Xavier.
Oh, you're most welcome. More than happy to help. Farewell.
Looks like you got all the information you're looking for.
Time to go back and see Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Sure, but what's up with you today? Whatever it is, it seems like it's really troubling you. Keep your smile, Spinal Crocodile. No matter what happens, Paimon will always be there for you. Come on, you gotta keep it together. Why don't you grab something to eat? You can't go facing life's challenges on an empty stomach. Alright, let's head off and go meet Nahida.
Now then, this is the part where we return to sanctuary of sanctuary of Surasana.
Hey, it's them!
Akaba, Sawada, you're still here?
Indeed we are. If you have a moment, we'd love for you to join us once more.
We have time. What do you want to talk to us about?
It's the same topic we discussed last time. Obviously.
Still looking for more info about Tatarasuna, huh? Still looking for more info about Tatarasuna, huh? Should we join them?
Perfect. These two have researched Tatarasuna's past. Let's hear what we have to say.
Still looking for
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress. Huh? Oh.
The article that you let me read last time was great.
Huh? Oh,
I presume you'll want to read mine as well.
Huh? Oh, of course.
I presume you'll want to read mine as well. Here.
Well, what do you think?
The content has changed. The content has changed. Another effect of the tampering with the information in Irminsul. The balladeer heated erase of his names. If he really succeeded, it must have taken all of his mind, but still.
Well, what do you think?
A masterpiece.
Hey, Traveler. Remember how last time Akaba was saying how he wished he could gather more information about all this? Well, we just got back from Inazuma. So how about we tell them what we learned?
What did you find out? Something big?
It's a long story. Basically, we have some friends in Inazuma.
Wow.
It's a long story. Basically, we have some friends in Inazuma, and...
Wow. So many new details. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
Well, so it all comes down to one man's desire for revenge. Huh. You heard this from a member of the Amanoma clan, you say? Then I guess it must be true. Ugh. So there's no ghost story here after all.
This new information actually lends further credence to my hypothesis.
And that one's a long
Evidently,
dialogue,
swordsmiths
like I
were seen
say.
as having an incredibly prestigious role in society those days, to the extent that harming them was conceived of, at least by the perpetrator, as a way of exacting revenge against those in power.
Yes, okay, point taken, you were right. But that doesn't mean I can't carry on with my novel.
And they're back at it. These guys are really into this.
We got some things to take care of. Bye for now.
Oh, so sorry. Look at us, prattling on about our projects and ignoring you. Thank you so much for the information.
You're welcome. See ya.
Keep us in the loop if you find out anything else.
Will do.
Okay, so that is the deleted scene, but I showed you the dialogue. That's the deleted dialogue that I haven't showed you. But my goal is to reach 100 subscribers, so please be sure to like and subscribe. And well, hold on. I think I got an appellative stroke. Like I say, be sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to see more videos of Genshin Impact. Bye!